And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. My guest this week, Black Nature Boy Scoot Andrews. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How you been?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and we're hanging out here in Newport Richey at the Hack Myers Memorial Show.
Yep.
And your relation to Hack, he trained you, correct?
So I was originally trained by somebody that will remain nameless. Hack found me on a show, and we kind of fostered a friendship, and he took me under his wing. And if anyone asks me who taught me the business, it's Hack Myers.
Something that folks really don't know, and it's a shame, but Hack was a great technical wrestler.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Right. So, but you think about what he did, and the legacy and the ECW legacy.
Oh yeah.
And that's what people remember.
Yes.
But man, Hack was a great wrestler, a great technical wrestler, and it kind of went unnoticed.
The thing about Hack that no one really knew, other than the boys in the back and the people that have worked in, is his mind for the business was so keen. I mean, he could take the crowd and put them right in the middle of his hand and make them go up, make them go down. We'd be working each other, and I'm ready to go. He's like, not yet, brother, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And I'm like, let's go. But he knew when the right time was every single time. And I remember one match we did in Jacksonville for our Renegade Championship Wrestling. We'd been working each other for years, and we went out and did a TV match. Completely call it in the ring. First time I ever did that on TV. And when we got done, he gave me the ultimate compliment, and I couldn't believe it. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't because I was with Hack. But he goes, "You're finally a good hand, kid. You're finally a good hand." And that
should have been your name. Finally a good hand.
Finally a good hand.
Scoot Andrews.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful.
So speaking of Black Nature Boy, what exactly is a Nature Boy? Like, to me, that sounds like it's a Boy Scout.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think Ric Flair knows. I don't think Buddy Rogers knows. I don't think any of the Nature Boys knew. But I know one thing: I'm the only black one. So
right.
That's all I got.
How long into the career did you develop that, or grab that?
Actually, right out of the gate, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Huge Ric Flair fan growing up as a kid. Everybody loved Dusty. I loved Rick. So I decided I was going to be the Nature Boy. And the first name actually was Scoot Anderson. I don't know where that came from. But I figured Scoot Andrews had a nice ring, so we went with that. Scoot's my real nickname growing up, so that stuck. And then Hack actually is the one that told me I should be the Black Nature Boy because no one else is. And that's where it started.
And I'm really surprised that nobody, there's obviously been other incarnations of Nature Boy, like the Paul Lee dude.
Yes.
But nobody else has grabbed onto that Black Nature Boy. There hasn't been a Hispanic Nature Boy.
There hasn't been a Polish Nature Boy. There should be other kind of Nature Boy. But I started out, the robe. I used to borrow Chris Nelson's Heavenly Bodies robe. But then I kind of developed my own persona that was not necessarily like Flair. I used to do a lot of the strutting and on the woo-wit and all that. I did chop though. But it just developed into its own thing, but I still kept the Black Nature Boy, and then it kind of morphed into B&B later.
Right. That's when we worked a ton during that time. And what was really cool was I'm a big fan of when my friends succeed. Like, there's a ton of my friends right now that are being signed by WWE, that are on TV every Monday night, and it's really cool to see. And one of my favorite things to see was you and Billy go up to ECWA and bring what was in South Florida and Central Florida, and bring that to almost a national level, because ECWA was a big thing during that day. And they had the Super 8.
Yep.
So you went up there and you actually held the title.
So I actually held the title for 13 months.
That's
crazy.
That's a big deal. Like, to me, I was like, that's my boy, you know?
When you look at the people that wrestled for ECWA in the past, it reads as a who's who. You're talking Billy Kidman, you're talking, I can't even remember half of all the guys up there. You got Christopher Daniels, you got Low Key, you got AJ Styles, you got American Dragon.
Simon Diamond.
Simon Diamond.
Right.
Now Daniel Bryan now was American Dragon back then. All these guys are who I was working night in and night out up there, and I was lucky enough to keep the belt for 13 months. Actually lost it to Prince Nana, who's on Ring of Honor now.
Right.
But yeah, it was funny because Billy and I actually headlined the show at ECWA. I mean, all the people from up north, and the main event was two guys from Florida.
Was that the ladder match?
It was the ladder match.
It was a ladder match. So we brought that Florida style.
It was awesome, man. I mean, we battled all the way through the back, into the kitchen, back out. And then the finish was a chair shot on the top of the ladder, and the promoter handed us a plastic chair. Wah, wah, wah. The match was awesome, but the finish was... But it was good.
It happens. But yeah, so seeing you and Billy do that on a big stage was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was fun too.
One thing I want to talk about is during the months of August, September through the beginning of January, you and I on the Facebook talking about our respective college teams.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys had actually a really good season this year, right?
We did. Actually, Wofford made it to the quarterfinals.
The Bulldogs, right?
Terriers.
The Terriers.
We rather be Bulldogs. We beat the Citadel Bulldogs.
Right.
Which we usually do. But yeah, we beat Citadel to get to the quarterfinals. We lost to Youngstown State in triple overtime with a freshman quarterback. We're down to our fourth quarterback. And then Youngstown State went on to upset Eastern Washington and make it to the finals. So we had a really good run. We only have 3 seniors on that team, so they're going to be back.
So they're going to be back. So do you ever get up to go back up north and watch them?
Yeah, I actually go. I usually make 2 or 3 games a year.
Very cool.
Yeah, I try to make a road game. If they're in Charleston, it's a little bit closer, but I try to make at least 2 or 3 games every year.
And so you played there?
Yes, I played running back there for 4 years. And funny thing is, the head coach there now was my last coach is a senior, so he came in my senior year. It was his first year, and he's still there.
He's still.
So it's kind of weird to watch him on the sideline.
That doesn't happen anymore.
With gray hair, looking kind of old, making me know how old I am because he had a full head of dark hair when I played for him. But yeah, pretty much about 50% of the staff is still there, and I walk into the locker room and it's the same guys. So it's pretty special.
So when was the last time, obviously this is a special occasion, but when was the last time you wrestled? When was the last time you put on the spandex underwear?
So last time I wrestled was for Wrestle for a Cause. Yes. Steve Madison's promotion. Mm-hmm. Probably, I think that was in June. I wrestled against 450.
Oh, that's a great guy.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 3-way with Lex Levitt, but he tore his ACL in the locker room before the match.
Before the match?
So, why am I looking at the microphone? I should be looking at the camera. Yeah, he tore his knee up before the match, clowning around in the dressing room. So I ended up doing a singles with a 25-year-old kid.
I mean, it's not funny, but yeah, like that's what happens.
And it was fun.
You go out there and you do some crazy stuff, and then you end up hurting yourself in the locker room.
But yeah, it was June, so that wasn't too far.
Not too far back. Any future? Any more matches you got coming up?
I keep saying this one will be the last one. And
I know, I've been at a couple of your retirement matches.
Yeah,
Terry Funk.
That first retirement match.
You should be the Black Terry Funk.
Was a retirement match. I was going for a long time after that first retirement match. But now the kids are a little bit older, and I can get out of the house more. When the kids were younger, it was all about being home with the kids. So
have they seen you in the ring?
Actually, my oldest has seen me before, and my youngest saw me at the Wrestling for a Cause show in June for the first time.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people who get up. I don't want to say get older, but as veterans, as they reach a certain number of years and they call it quits, they gotta have that one match where their kid, because when they were wrestling, their kid was either not born or too young.
Yep.
But get back in there for that one time.
Yeah, and it's funny because the kid who saw me wrestle in June was, if you look at the pictures from my retirement match, my wife was pregnant, and she was in the belly when I retired. So she never got to see me wrestle. I mean, obviously she's seen the videos on YouTube. She shows her friends every time they come over. But one of her best friends on her soccer team, huge wrestling fan. I mean, sees John Cena's car driving down 41 in Land O'Lakes and wants her dad to follow the car. So I was like, you know what? If she really wants to see me wrestle, I'll do one more match. And I did a match. And here I am, honoring my boy Hack with another match. I can't have a Hack Myers Memorial Show without being on it.
You really couldn't. In the locker room back there is crazy. Guys we haven't seen in years. Southern Posse.
It's crazy.
Sonny T and Rick Thames just walked in.
Yeah, man.
It was insane.
It's truly insane. But it's cool. It's for a good cause. It's for a great man.
So one thing we like to do on the Milo Beasley Show is called the Top 5.
Okay.
ask you a random question. It's usually sometimes music, movies, whatever related. We're going to keep this one wrestling.
Okay.
So, in the spirit of Hack Myers. But besides Hack Myers, top 5 wrestlers you love to share the road with.
Oh boy. Oh.
Because love could be the same thing as hate.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, Chris Nelson is going to be in there. Mike Sullivan, Freedom Rider. Oh, yeah. Freedom Rider. Lex Lovett, Wayne Meyer, the Saint, whatever he's being called these days. Obviously Hack and I, and then that's about it. I mean, there really ain't a whole lot of people that I shared a car with. Coming out of Jacksonville, I did a lot of alone driving because no one lived in Jacksonville. I would pick Hack up in Daytona on our way down south. So that's why Hack and I rode so much together. And once I finally moved to Tampa is when I got to hang out and ride with other folks. But yeah, those are the top guys.
Speaking of Jacksonville, so there was a show. I don't know if you remember this. So me and Jeff Peterson and I, grammatically correct?
Yes.
Jeff Peterson and I drove up to Jacksonville to work a show that you were helping run.
Yes.
That you were booking. And it was supposed to be myself and OG Scarface in a barroom world championship match.
Okay.
And Jeff just came along with me for the ride. And then he actually ended up working, I think, Malaya Hasaka. Because Kat LaRue didn't get there in time. She did get there, it was just late. So Jeff ended up working. And my match ended up being canceled due to curfew for the building because it was at the skating rink.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. My bad.
But we were talking about travel partners. Jeff Peterson was he was my buddy. He was my travel partner until the end, literally.
Yes. Yeah.
Missed that guy as well. So where can folks find you on the social medias if they want to see what's up with you?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter. It's B&B Scoot at B&B Scoot Andrews. Not so much on Facebook. That's more family oriented.
Right.
And then on Snapchat, Scoot34.
Yep, I've already seen him taking pictures of the show and stuff like that tonight. Do you get into the Snapchat?
I do. My daughter's kind of got me into it. I didn't really want to. I thought Facebook and Twitter was enough, but once you start doing it, it's kind of addictive. So yeah.
And don't forget, you can find me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, at The Wrestling Bum. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/The Milo Beasley Show. And it's been a very fun episode. Thank you for sitting down with me, buddy.
Thanks for giving me the time, man. It was awesome.
And we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Yay, I'm entertaining.